Hello and welcome to GPTV on Tuesday the 29th of May. My name is Philip Kingston.
And I'm Gary Peer.
Gary, what an extraordinary weekend
It really was. It really was a beauty, wasn't it?
There's a bit of doom and gloom being reported in the newspapers, and we can't shy away from that because, let's face it, the industry dropped to a 60% clearance rate on the weekend.
Yes, it did.
But we bounced through the weekend out of massive volume, 21 from 27 sales, which gave us a clearance rate of 78%. Gary, let's get those towers up.
Big high five.
Yeah, well,
don't leave me hanging. I got to say, Phil,
that was the worst high five I think I've
I
ever
was
given
there.
anybody.
I was there for it. Phil, I've got to say the sun was shining over the vendors of Gary Peer & Associates because we really did have a strong weekend in light of the marketplace.
I want to drill down into that figure. Our clearance rate of 78% versus the industry average of 60. That's a 30% higher clearance rate than the industry.
Now you're boasting again, you know.
Well, no, I mean, let's
you're
reflect on it.
boasting and you're bragging.
21 from 27 viewers, as we keep saying, we do a lot of volume at Gary Peer & Associates, and when we come through with figures like that, it says something about two things. It says something about the market, and it says something and a lot about our systems and processes.
Yeah, I want to talk a bit about systems and processes. I'm going to get to our quality auctioneers in a minute, but before I do that, Phil, I just want to talk a little bit about, you know, we did an interesting exercise in the sales meeting yesterday. We actually tallied up the buyers who missed.
This is actually probably the most intelligent thing you've said in 301 episodes of GPTV, because I know where you're coming from here. I like what you're about to say, Gary. So let me interrupt you no longer.
No, if you want to compliment me a bit longer, go ahead and do that because I'm savouring every minute of it. They are so rare. But Philip, there was 50 buyers who were not successful on the weekend that put their hand up in either pre-auction negotiations, at auction. That's it, isn't it? Just pre-auction or at auction. So we've extrapolated perhaps that there are 50 buyers out there looking.
This is the clumsiest definition of what you're trying to describe, viewers. What Gary's trying to say is that what we did was in our sales meeting yesterday, we talked about how many buyers competed on each of our properties and missed out. Therefore, they are leftover buyers that are raring to go. So across the weekend, keep in mind, 21 auctions. There were 50 buyers that missed out on those 21.
Either at auction or before.
That put up their hand and actually said, we're ready to do something.
Yes, that performed. That did. They weren't just talk, Phil. These were people that actually put up their hand or put a check on the table.
Viewers, if you're thinking about selling your property and you would like to have a off-the-line discussion about what we can do for you, 50 buyers ready to buy across a whole range of price ranges.
About the power of 50. Now, Phil, I want to talk about...
Gary, how beautiful was the weather on Saturday?
We got a break, didn't we? The sun was shining, Philip.
I've got to tell you, you've got to love autumn weather when it's beautiful, when it's crisp and clear and 19 degrees and sunny.
We're moving into that season.
We're about to hit a storm, I think.
Are we into winter now?
No, 1st of June.
1st of June is winter, okay, so it's only a couple of days away. Phil, just talking about the skill and prowess of our auctioneers, and there has been an incident that's brought us under very close scrutiny. We've been called everything.
Just trying to think which one this is.
Everything from the Harvey Weinstein of auctioneers to
I don't believe anybody's ever called us the Harvey Weinstein of auctioneers.
I'm not sure. I just want to talk for a minute about Jenny, right? I'm talking about Jenny because I'm very disturbed by this, Philip, and quite frankly, in all of our years of partnership, I've never really doubted your credibility as a professional, Philip. But right now, it's in question because what is all this kissing of bidders and the wrong bidders?
The question is,
it seems like it's such a well-intended war, but it's come out as being a bit creepy, and I'm scared. I think it's going to affect our business.
It did go all over social media, Gary, and there is now a campaign about where's Jenny. It's not where's Wally anymore. It's where's Jenny.
And in fact, there's kids' colouring books now of auctions, of auction crowds, and you've got to find Jenny in the crowd.
Let's show this piece of footage, shall we?
Yeah, okay.
2,810,000. First call, 2810. Second call, how are you, Jenny? Nice to see you, isn't it? Oh, you look like Jenny. Yeah. Can I kiss you anyway? Yeah. Oh, yeah? How are you? You know, I got to tell you, I use that line on everybody. I just go, hey, Jenny, how are you? And I kiss them.
So, Phil, just for those people who have just seen that 1 minute and wonder what the hell's going on with you wandering around aimlessly kissing people, can you just give us some perspective about what happened?
Well, I must say it's one of the great strong virtues of my job. And people ask me, Philip, you work all day, Saturday, Sunday, you're pretty much under the pump, you're moving all day.
You're a politician.
Why do you love it so much? And really, the truth of the matter is, it gives me the opportunity to pretty much kiss whoever I want in the crowd. And they seem in that moment to respond favourably to it.
Well, I don't know. The one that you thought was Jenny Jenny, maybe if we can just get a slow motion shot, maybe we can just slow this down, and with the visual domain, but we'll just show a slow motion shot, there you go, of Jenny sort of recoiling back as you're trying to plant one on her, thinking, because she's first not Jenny, and she's thinking, is this creepy guy in a suit with a microphone trying to land one on me?
Let me explain what did happen. Jenny is a woman who is the mother of a dear friend of ours.
And by the way, she's the most delightful.
That I've known since I was 16 years of age, right? So I've known Jenny since I was 16.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I can see how well you knew her.
So I see Jenny at the auction, and of course I've gone through the whole, hi Jenny, how are you? Because Jenny is the mother of the vendor of that house in Blake Street. So I've leant in and said, hi Jenny, how are you? To which this woman has just looked at me with utter disdain and recoiled back from me and said, I'm not Jenny. And I'm looking at her going, well, of course you're Jenny, forgetting that Jenny has a twin sister.
That's right, exactly right. And I've got to tell you, by the way, that who you thought was Jenny, and I'll give you a break here. I've seen her at Cranbourne Golf Club. I thought you were Jenny as well, so I made the same mistake. So those twins. So I'm going to cut you a break. Well, and I've been up to Cranbourne and said, "Oh, how was your round today?" And she's like, looked at me like, "What are you talking about?"
I mean, look, let's face it. Identical twins. There's a couple of identical twins in our life: Darren Crongold and Wayne Crongold.
That's
and
right.
To this day, I mean, how long have we worked with Darren Crongold? Since he was 20.
Exactly right.
And we're not going to say how old he is, but we've worked with him for a long time in the decades. And to this day, Wayne Crongold can catch me out every time.
Well, so let's continue the narrative here and let's ask the question of the viewers, okay? Firstly, should auctioneers be kissing people at auctions? That's the first
Jenny?
thing. With or without the name of Jenny. So we want to put that up. Send in your answers, please, to ideas@garypeer.com.au. It's on the screen. Should we be kissing people at auctions? That's the big question. And certainly, has there been any other embarrassing issues with twins? I mean, you hear about people that are single and they date and then all of a sudden someone's a bit different. It was the twins stuck in.
Do not bring your own fantasies to this show, Gary.
It's not a fantasy, Philip. It's just, you've made it a fan. Let's get into the weekend. Let's talk about some of the auctions because we're just rambling about nonsense.
There are some really strong results across the board.
No one answered last week what humdinger was. I'm a bit disappointed with the viewers.
Come on, raise your standards.
Yeah, what is a humdinger?
Gary,
where did it come from?
Gary, let's just drill into the market very quickly because we're going to go through some results and talk about this weekend. But what I want to say is there's a lot of negative press going on about the market at the moment.
And there are some sales that aren't flying, Philip. It's true.
There's a lot
more of them that were before not flying.
Viewers, you've got to keep everything in context. We've had a 5-year real estate boom where a lot of properties have actually doubled in price over the last 5, 6, 7 years. Has the market come back? Yes, the market has come back, but not across the board. Some of the properties that we're selling are still at what I would consider to be boom prices. Give us an example of that.
Isn't it funny, Phil? Well, 4 Hertford Street. Thankfully, the price is disclosed.
Here's a great example.
That is interesting, isn't it? Because
this is a real-time case study.
Sold 2 years ago, put a coat of paint on it, sold it under auction conditions, and well done to Jeremy Rosens and Daniel Mickmaker. That sold for $781, Philip, and that was 20% more than somebody paid for it 2 years ago.
So this property was sold 2 years ago for $650.
So take that one, doomsayers.
Sold today or over the weekend for a 20% increase.
That's right.
Keeping in mind that when they bought it was pretty much heading towards the top of the market. The market's come off a bit, still gone up 20%.
There's not a lot of those cases, so vendors don't all expect 20% more than what 2 years ago.
Well, can we talk about Blake Street, Gary?
Well, no, we're going to do it in order because I'm not going to let you mess me around.
Really? What's order got to do with GPTV?
I can see your order with Jenny. Let's start with
out of order.
Let's start with Ferrars Street, Albert Park. Phil, I love that house. It was beautifully covered on social media, and you went down and did the auction there. Sold for $1,612,000.
Lovely result.
Congratulations.
Lovely couple that owned that.
Delightful people. Well done to Michael Jonas and team. Phil, I was lucky enough to go and see Peter Sinclair. I haven't seen him before. I did say last week I was going to check him out. And he did a fine job. Vendors very happy with him. Sold that apartment well in excess of reserve. Philip, $558. I think he had 5 bidders there. So well done to Pete and to the Bentley team. 64 Chatsworth Road, Prahran. We're around the grounds now, Phil. That one sold for $1,922,000.
What an address that was, and it went on the market significantly less than that, and it was great performance.
Good address, well done, great result.
Well, it was a great result. I mean, not a great performance. It was silly for me to say it was a great performance, given the fact that I did the auction.
Great performance of the market and the sales agent.
It's what I meant to say.
Talking about great performances, Philip, 73 Normanby Road in Caulfield North. Well, that was a great
performance done by you.
It was, where the glory still retailers, but Phil, it was a great performance really from the vendors to produce such a beautiful home to the market. They did a great job.
Well done to Lamore, who handled it so well and so expertly. What a great renovation. We did GPTV there last week, of course, but a great result and great people, and it's so nice. We've got so many great vendors.
We sure do, and they are in that category. $1,775,000, Philip, above expectation of reserve, so well done to the vendors, and also a delightful buyer as well. Philip, a couple of apartments in Elwood that I auctioned, both of them with lots and lots
there with the Elwood auctions.
Elwood happening. We're going all around, aren't we? From Bentley
we're going
around everywhere. You're right. We're gone. Philip, Medford Street, many bidders there. Reserve 550, sold for 645. Dickens Street, many bidders there. Again, we're talking about 5 bidders there.
We're seeing competitive auction at our apartments.
Yep, we are.
That is actually quite interesting because
established ones.
Apartments did soften a bit, but we're seeing all of these established apartments. And keep in mind, we've actually just covered 4 apartments that have all sold under the hammer and sold competitively.
Dickens Street.
They're in that price range of 500 to what, $700,000.
Even 700 or 800. Philip, Dickens Street sold for 655. Again, well exceeded reserve there. And then we'll talk about Blake Street, the home of Jenny and other people that were in the audience.
Home of Jenny's niece and nephew.
Jenny's niece, exactly right. Correct. Jenny's niece. No, it's the home of Jenny's daughter. Now you're trying to confuse me.
Sorry, Jenny's daughter.
Not the kissed Jenny that wasn't Jenny.
Non-Jenny.
No. So let's talk about that auction, Phil.
Keep up with that. Good luck.
If you can. Phil, let's talk about that auction. A fantastic auction, a delightful venue. Again, a place where we shot GPTV. And that one, Phil, sold for $2,901,000, well beyond expectation. Good competitive auction. Strong bid.
Having said that, whilst it sold beyond expectation, I'm not surprised. First of all, we had 3 people vying for that house. And secondly, it was an exceptional house. And viewers, this is the power of auction, even in more challenging times, is that buyers will come out for exceptional real estate. And that was a truly exceptional house.
It sure was. Exceptional house, exceptional result. The bidder who made the first very strong offer of $2,570,000, which was over the range, 560, they ended up being the ultimate purchaser, and there was just kind of a little bit of, team support for them, I think, because they really had to push hard to buy it.
Lovely young couple.
Commiserations to the underbidder, Phil, who we'll find something else for. But what a great auction, what a great result, and it's been a great journey and experience. Great journey. Phil, this weekend we've got 17 auctions, including Thursdays.
A very large journey this weekend.
We're in 13 suburbs.
Put my glasses on.
Put on your glasses there. With 13 suburbs. We start off with a commercial auction, Philip, on the corner of Northern Avenue and Hawthorne Road. Now, this is a very interesting property, so I'm going to wrap this up for us, Phil, because we've got a shop and we've got a 1-bedroom apartment dwelling. It's all been rebuilt and completely reconstructed. It is something very, very special, something very interesting. If you're an investor, a great opportunity. If you're looking for a shop and with a dwelling, or a dwelling with a shop, certainly this is something exceptional.
Or a dwelling without a shop, or a shop without a dwelling.
Well, that's it. You may be able to buy them separately too.
A lot of flexibility there, and that's a great part. That little village there of Hawthorne Road where it hits North Road. It's a lovely little spot.
I'd like you to come to the auction if you can. I'm the auctioneer, but
do
come
what
on
I can, Gary.
Thursday at 2 o'clock. Phil, we kick off on Saturday morning with double auction action at 10:30. We're starting off in McKinnon. Leon has got this wonderful, wonderful property that he's been handling, and I've got the auction on.
Gary, it is a beautiful property, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, a lock-up garage, another car space in front of it. This has got everything that opens, shuts, beautiful timber floors, beautiful entertaining areas, a really stunning home.
You don't start till a bit later on Saturday. I'm going to be hovering around Bentley and enjoying it, Philip, because I love that whole Bentley groove. I'm going to go to Bentley East at 11:30. But before that, Philip, we've got South Road, which is going to be auctioned by Peter Sinclair in Hampton East. We love it in Hampton East.
Well, look, this is 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, 1 car space, a really good, lovely modern building, beautiful appointments right throughout. That's a really terrific home, again with a courtyard garden.
More double auction action at 11:30 on Saturday, Philip, going to be in Centre Road in Bentley East for what must be one of the most affordable houses to be offered to the market.
We've got the old chestnut heading renovate or detonate. I'm not quite sure that we could get away with detonating the house, Gary, but I think that's code for its development site. 587 square metres of prime land. Of course, a very livable, lettable home, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. So plenty of upside, plenty of opportunity, plenty of flexibility.
I have to say, probably not quite livable. It needs to be done up, Philip. It's very,
well,
very
I didn't say livable by whom. I mean, I'm not suggesting you and your family move in there, Gary, but some backpackers maybe, some backpackers that really don't care how they live.
You're not going to script your way out of the nonsense talk.
Backpackers that are used to living in the wilderness with no running water, no sewerage, and no electricity.
Yeah, they probably do it. You're right. You found the mark. Philip, anyway, that one's...
And there are those backpackers out there, Gary.
Yes. Where are they from, Philip?
Well, I think they're mainly Norwegian.
Fair enough. Yeah. So if you're a Norwegian
very hardy Norwegian.
That is a great house. 5 at 30 Tennyson Street, Elwood, Philip. Jeremy Rosens opens his Saturday auction account there. Take us through that one. It's been a busy boy, Jeremy.
Got to love an older style building. This is 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. Actually 2 car spaces, which is highly unusual. A wraparound courtyard garden, which is a massive advantage.
Double auction action at 12:30, Philip. We're going to be in Beech Street in Caulfield South. Love the look of this home, and you have the auction honours with Aviv Samuel.
Gary, we love single-fronted houses, and we said in the sales meeting yesterday about how they've got so much potential upside. 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, plenty of off-street car parking there. That is a good property, and we love Beech Street. Beech Street is a super location.
Philip, I'm rocking on into Bentley in Pascoe Avenue, 12:30. I'm meeting Leon and auctioning this fine property.
Gary, it is 2 bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms, a lock-up garage, plenty of garden area, good entertaining space, a covered alfresco area there. That is a really good home.
At 1:30, Philip, the entire organisation will be descending on the auction where we are here, our house of the week, Philip, of which you're going to be doing the auction. Leon's been excited about this. He's been in my ear saying, you wait till you see this house, you wait, you can't believe it, you wait. He's been so excited. He's been like the Energizer Bunny about this house in Wimmera Street.
As he should be,
in
Gary.
Ormond.
This house has had tremendous coverage because it's been all over social media. Yep. It's been liked, it's been shared on social media. Very rarely does a house come up like this. First of all, when I first arrived here, I thought, wow, it's the most incredible period home.
Yes, sir, me too.
It's actually a brand new house, Gary, that's been built from the ground up, but it's got the facade and the charm of a period home.
But you know, it's hard to get this right, isn't it? Like it's hard to build a period home that doesn't look like a mock, but this is so perfectly done. I thought the same thing.
The owners of this home have, I mean, I think their signature is incredible.
Yes.
I really genuinely have not seen a home that has been so beautifully thought through.
Yep.
There is, first of all, you know, you'd think that it was only built yesterday because there's not a chip or scratch. I think everybody walks around in this house in socks and gloves. But the attention to detail, the choice of colours, the features here, the luxuries, everything here is as perfect as you could ever possibly want.
Stunning kitchen, beautiful outdoor living, absolutely high quality throughout.
Gary, even the attention to landscaping. I mean, we both know, having landscape gardens in recent times, how expensive landscaping is. They have, well, if they haven't spent tens of thousands of dollars, I'd be amazed. Sure. I was about to say it's almost $100,000 garden because we know how expensive landscaping is. But this is the perfect house in the perfect location. Viewers, even if you've got no intention of buying a house, if you want to just see stunning architecture and design, come and have a look at this home.
Saturday at 1:30. Saturday at 1:30, Phil, and I've got to say,
4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, double lock-up garage, Gary. It's got everything you ever wanted.
A suburb on the move in a big way, isn't it?
Oh, it's rocking.
It sure is. Phil, you can just rock off after that and just have a little bit of a rest because your day's over on Saturday. It's quite an early finish, but don't worry, we'll make it up on Sunday. We're going to work you hard. But on Saturday afternoon at 3:30, we're going to be auctioning this home in McKinnon Road. McKinnon and Peter Sinclair is the auctioneer. He's meeting my Uncle Jonas there, Phil.
Gary, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, and you know, a double lock-up garage, not a single. This is in beautiful order throughout. It's got great entertaining areas, and obviously McKinnon Road, McKinnon. You don't get a better address than that.
That's for sure, Phil. That brings curtain down on Saturday. We've got a big Sunday though. Make no mistake. We've got a double auction action situation at 10:30, Phil. We're going to be in Acland Street, in the heart of it all. Jeremy Rosen's auctions distributing department.
You know, to have cafe lifestyle downstairs, to be part of the Acland Street groove is always fabulous. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 secure car space, timber floorboards throughout. That is a great home, and just imagine having that as your base.
Just couldn't imagine anything better to live in, Philip. We've got
just about buy that as a weekender, I reckon.
You could just about, Philip. We've got some serious prestige coming onto the market on Sunday, this Sunday. We start off in a great address, Philip, in Webb Street, and look at this fine
Number
home.
12, Gary. I had a look through this the other day.
I went through it too.
2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, plenty of car parking, undercover carport, courtyard gardens. The renovation there is completely stunning. You couldn't spend a cent there. Just move straight in on settlement day and get on with life.
Double auction action ongoing. Philip, we're going to be in Almond Street. Take us through this terrific home.
Well, Gary, number 20, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, double lock-up garage, wrap-around garden areas, stunning throughout. And of course, what a great location. You've got the park, you've got 2 trams, you've got cafes on your doorstep. We love that pocket of Caulfield South.
Leo Samuel helps us out by doing the auction for Daniel Reeves in Hawthorn Road, and I know they're excited about this great looking property in a great location.
As they should be, Gary, because not every property comes with its own putting green. 2 bedrooms, 1.5 bathrooms, a lock-up garage, wrap-around garden areas, and of course you've got everything on your doorstep there.
Perhaps the most lavish, well definitely the most lavish home that we're auctioning this weekend, Philip, goes off on Sunday at 12:30. I've had a lot of involvement with the sale of this home, and, or I should say with the campaign of the home. Very excited about this one, Philip. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, a resort-style home in Wyuna Road on a massive allotment with the tennis court and pool. Does it get any better? 107
square metres of prime Caulfield North land with a north-south tennis court, which is under lights, a swimming pool, a massive home, a home that you can just use in so many different ways because the entertaining areas just work so beautifully well. Wyuna Road is, you know, on the cusp of Malvern and on Armadale. You've got a shopping centre within walking distance there. Gary, that's a stunning home, a stunning resort, as you say.
Sure is, Philip. We continue with our weekend groove in Talbot Avenue. Now, this is also another considerably impressive property, Philip,
Gary,
and something rare, isn't it?
It's the entire ground floor. We've called it a penthouse. The question is a penthouse the ground floor? We say it is if it's the entire thing, and that is got wraparound garden areas. It's got beautiful terrace. It's 3 or 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, 2 under security car spaces, and Talbot Avenue is one of the area's best addresses.
It's something outstanding, that one, and we're looking forward to it, Philip. At 2:30 on Sunday, we're going to be in Parkside Street, another terrific address. You're going to be meeting Adam Josky, our Elsternwick expert.
Yes, Gary, 3 or 4 bedrooms and 2 car parks via a double garage. That is a stunning home in every possible way. Congratulations to the vendors who've just looked after and improved that home just out of sight. It's a beautiful, beautiful home, ready to move straight into and not spend a cent.
We finish off our Sunday, Philip, at 3:30. You are going to be a very busy boy, and I'd suggest quite a tired one at the end of the day, Philip, because you've got auctions at 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2, 6 auctions all in a row.
Ready to go, Gary. I'm trained for that. That's a development site in Eskdale Road on the north side, a development of 5 luxury boutique apartments. So the permit's approved there and ready for a developer to get straight into things. Amnon Weber was the architect there, done an amazing job, and certainly whoever buys that, it will be the most fantastic development.
So that's a big wrap on GPTV for the start of June.
Well,
some great
busy
offerings
last weekend and a busy weekend coming up, Gary.
There's no risk for the wicked. Although, Philip, next week I won't be on the show. I've decided to make the commitment. I've decided to make the commitment to further improve our agency, Philip. So I'm off to the conference. You know, I'm off to the conference.
Yes, Gary, you are
with Leo and with Jeremy Rosens.
Profile Group Conference. A great lineup of speakers. So hopefully you're going to come back energised, pumped, and ready to bring exciting new information into the business.
I'll be back the week after to do the show, Phil. But that is the commitment I'm prepared to make for our business. I'm prepared to go to a resort and learn how to get better. Don't worry, don't say anything. It's just part of what I'm prepared to do. It's a sacrifice I'm prepared to make for our business and our partnership.
You go above and beyond.
I have to. Phil, that's a big wrap on GPTV for the end of autumn, the start of winter. There's still plenty happening. We hope we can help you buy, sell, rent, invest, whatever it is you need real estate-wise. We're here to service your needs, and we'll see you next time. I'm Gary Peer.
I'm Philip Kingston. Rug up and buy.